the resources the same rights as the corporations have, which is given the rights of personhood, that the resources had the same rights to protection that the corporations did. So that's one thing. The other thing that I wanted to bring up is that it seems like there are people from all around the area, and we're all concerned about this. But everybody seems to be working. There's this lovely young man who's working with his group, and Josh is going around and he's getting people interested in this. And I've been working with a group in the South Hills, and I'm sure that there's a lot of other grassroots organizations that are working on it. And I would like to find out a way for all the people who are working on this to do this in a concerted way, so that we're not all recreating the wheel and doing things, in separately that we could be doing together and doing a lot stronger if we do it together. So I'd like for us to come out of here with some kind of way for all the different organizations and all the people who want to be involved in this to, be able to contact each other and become one group. Not just the young people and the old people.
Can I jump in and tell you that is being created? And it's being created at fractracker.org. It is the program that I told you about that's being underwritten by the Heinz Endowment to essentially connect all networks of people, communities, environmental organizations, grassroots organizations, universities, colleges, etc. And that is something that will be up and running in a month. You can get on it now. You can see it. There is some data on leasing, but we see it as a platform for everyone to communicate. And to communicate even in some pretty sophisticated ways, if you get to use that a little bit by actually do snapshots on it and look at census data by lease. And we will have hundreds of other ways to look at the geographic lay of these wells and look at it by environmental justice areas, looking at it by vulnerable populations. But it will also be a way for organizations and just citizens to communicate.
To organize action?
It is up to the people who use the network what they use it for. Am I being clear? Do you understand what I mean?
Yes, we have to organize.
You have to organize it because you are the affected people. Don't look to other people to organize for you.
What I will say though is that one of the reasons we're doing this course is to try to get with all of the many or as many as we can grassroots organizations that exist across the state and form a kind of network, come up with certain positions. We did develop, I have been developing a kind of platform with Theo Goldhorn, some other people as advisors, and so we're going to be trying to get some of those positions together, and that's part of the reason why we're trying to do this. So I hope we can get to talk more as time goes on, the next couple of weeks, and try to figure this out.
There's a lot going on around the state, I think, in a lot of different networks. We work with a state coalition called the Pennsylvania Campaign for Clean Water that has with over 100 groups that are members of it. We've been working a lot on our solid shell drilling issues, and so it's good that we're able to be together in the same group. This is one of the bigger gatherings that we're interested in, so I think that's very helpful in terms of pulling these networks together. So we're really coordinating it a little bit.
Thank you. I'll be very brief. My name is Chris Miner. I'm just some guy. So I speak for those of us who've been waking up in the last 6 months, 2 years, what's really going on. It was an excellent film. Excellent film. Would it be fair to say that some of this film is just also about people and principles and what this all means? Because what I have become aware of in the past year, just moving back home, is that there's another thing that's been going on for decades here in this region that most of us don't know about, just as how most of us don't know about what's going on with fracking and drilling, all that is longwall mining. And this has been going on under our noses. You know, we hear about Obama putting it into the mountaintop and how that's going away, and we're going to get all this carbon sequestration and all this stuff. Well, actually, longwall mining is increasing, and for as long as there is a supply, there will be a demand. So the more these things ramp up, the worse problems we're going to have. And we're having the same problems, loss of streams, contamination to people, landfill loss. And we don't hear about that on the mainstream news. There's a film that I know of that's online that I strongly recommend you check out. And I'm taking the gas, but the cool thing is happening, and it's bad too. And it would be citizenscoolcouncil.org/blog. And educate yourself on what's going on in our region, because for as bad as the gas is, it's not the only thing. And I think the more we become aware of the variations of issues that we have going on, they actually fundamentally boil down to the same thing. And that boils down to us. So again, citizenscoolcouncil.org/blog. Thank you for putting a film out on this, because this is so important.
Questions or comments
before we get near the end, I just did want to say thank you so much to Clean Water Action and to this amazing panel.
Hey guys, my name is Damian Moriki. I work for something called the Zeitgeist Movement. Has anyone here ever heard of it? The Zeitgeist Movement? Okay, some of you. Anyways, I'm 17, I'm pretty young, I've been working in this organization about a year. I've seen so many social problems, like the guy from the Green Party said, that we are the ones who are going to inherit the future. The kids are going to be the ones who are going to inherit the future. We're destroying the planet. We have so much technology, we don't even need to burn oil anymore. We have so much technology for other energy sources. We don't need to do this anymore. So I think it's like, a third of the world is starving, but we have the technology to feed the world 12 times over. Why aren't we doing this? And so my movement is trying to design a society where the incentive to cause human suffering, the incentive to destroy the environment is destroyed. Where we want to use the highest technology to supply an abundance on this planet without raping it. We want to live as one with nature, but still have a society where people can flourish, where you don't need to be beholden to a job to be able to automate and stuff. So it's a slow process, but my movement wants to start getting away from all these rampant social problems we see today.
Try and I know that all these things are extremely important, but we are here to talk about natural gas. So maybe we could keep it to that.
Okay. Well, just two things I heard on the network news. One of them was there's been 2 earthquakes in York, Pennsylvania, 2008, and there's just been one recently. And it's a little byline like they do. They said it might be attributed to the fracturing of the ground underneath. I think that's removed gas, right? Fracking the earth.
Well, there have been reports of seismic activity near the injection wells and also near fracking in Texas. So I know that I don't know too much about that. But
Right.
There's so many other things that are wrong. There have been seismic activity.
Well, they indicated that there were no earthquakes there before. So, and 2 since 2008. And one thing, and this is correlated, I'm sorry, that Mayview, they're buying Mayview, the land in Mayview, and their byline to that was on the network news, okay, was that the company's buying it way cheaper than it's really worth. The second thing is, there's coal. So,
and I initially thought if this was other grassroots organizations, just to give them a 20-second shout out, but it seems like everybody really has something to say. I would hope that the take-home message is say those things on the phone to your legislators, in a letter to your senators, your congressmen, your state senators, your state assembly, and to the governors of Congress. Stay just as vocal and See you next time. Thank you so much.